Second line, paraphrase. This is where your coherence, cohesion, grammar, everything the template involves. How? Just try to start a sentence. Listen to this step very carefully. Try to start a sentence with the subordinate conjunctions. My village is considered one of the scenic places in my state. It has a hill. It also has lakes. They're very beautiful. It attracts a lot of tourists and people make some living out of it. Guys, coherence, cohesion 0, 6.5 straight away. Fluency is good. Grammar is also 0. All simple sentence. Tenses, there are no very tenses as well. Pronunciation, fluency, you may get marks. Coherence straight away 0. And coherence, cohesion, the coherence or the narration, that's where you get stuck if you speak like this. And trust me, 90% of the people try to speak like this. Okay, Nakul, you told fluency, coherence, lexical resource, grammar and pronunciation. What about content? There is no fifth component called content. Then why are you memorizing the answers? Hey everybody, Nakul from Skills IELTS, back with yet another video helping you understand how to improve your IELTS speaking part 1. If you're new to this channel, click on the subscribe button and hit that bell icon in order not to miss any of the live updates and anytime you need online assistance. It's a paid course. You can text us in the WhatsApp or send us a mail. We will be happy to assist you. So without wasting any time, let's start with IELTS speaking part 1. Well, before we begin, let me tell you what this video contains. In the beginning, I'm going to explain you what matters in IELTS speaking. There's a lot of misconception. People have even resorted to memorizing the answers with some books. Trust me, all those will not work because what matters is something else. So I'll take you through what part 1 is, how you are evaluated. I'm going to show you the sample answers with score 5.5 and 6. There you could relate why your scores are stuck in spite of taking coaching, in spite of practicing a lot. And then the most crucial, the templates I'm going to show you and also help you understand how to make use of these templates and get a very grand scores. Alright, so let's start with the part 1. Of course, speaking will have part 1, part 2 and a part 3. Part 1 is a very simple basic question type where they're going to ask you about your personal questions or about your own country. Something like, let's talk about your hometown. What kind of place is it? How many people live there? The place is famous for what? What's the most interesting part of the town? What kind of jobs people do in your village? Would you say it's a good place? There could be 4 to 5 follow-up questions for this. Like this, some 3 different categories they choose and ask you some 10 to 12 questions. That's all the part 1 is, but all our hero and heroines have problem here. Let's understand. So how you are evaluated, there's a lot of misconception. I need to give a very important content, hi-fi content. If you open IELTS, the evaluation criteria for speaking, only these things are written. First is fluency and coherence. Fluency, right now I'm talking to you, I'm not giving unwanted pauses. I'm not basically speaking in a way that is causing you inconvenience. All this I'm not doing. That means it's a smooth flow of speech. Just like the water that flows in a river, there are no barricades. The dam, don't construct a dam in between. Let it flow. Let it flow. That's exactly how I'm speaking right now. Just let it flow. Don't have to speak fast. Fluency is not speaking fast. Rather, fluency is speaking at a pace which the listeners are comfortable with. Coherence. Well, yes, let me highlight it. This is where people don't understand. Coherence is narration. In a movie, you don't have climax in the beginning, interval in the end. No, right? Intro will be there. Hero will come in a way that gives him that, that applause. And then hero will fall in love with a girl. And then you have an interval. And then the story continues. And then they give, that's the narration which is appealing to the people. Here also you should speak in a way which has some connection. Correct? If there is no connection, no marks. I'm going to explain you in detail. But that's the flow of the ideas is coherence. You have marks for fluency. You have marks for coherence. Lexical resource, everybody is worried about this. Don't give too much importance for this. Well, yes, you need to give some words. Lexical resource is vocabulary. But don't be too focused on it. Normal vocabulary is fine, right? Right now I'm talking to you in the normal English. This English is fine. Focus more on these two, fluency and coherence. Lexical resource is also important, but don't have to Consider that as a top priority. Fluency, coherence is one, and then lexical resource. Third is grammar. Okay, this is where people go wrong. Grammar is trying to show a wide range of accuracy, like using present tense, simple past, present perfect, future tense. Try to use varied tenses if possible, and then sentence formation. Simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, interrogative sentence, exclamatory sentence. Try to use a different one. How to use everything in my template that I'm gonna unveil in just a while has everything, so watch till the end. Okay, fluency and coherence, cohesion done. Lexical resource, grammar. Grammar, I have one more slide to explain you with an example. Pronunciation, but what pronunciation they mean is whatever you speak, the listener should understand. Whatever you understand, this should not happen. Hope you are getting it. That's the pronunciation. See, the idea of communication is you speak, and if the other person is not understanding, then there is no point in speaking. Here also pronunciation is try to be clear with an intention of conveying things. Don't speak but try to convey. Right now I'm trying to convey. And whatever I speak, if you don't understand, there is no point in making a video. Pronunciation is your clarity. That clarity you improve. Open the mouth more. Don't fumble. Don't do that and try to be fluent. You get marks. Okay, Nakul, you told fluency, coherence, lexical resource, grammar, and pronunciation. What about content? There is no fifth component called content. Then why are you memorizing the answers? Pay more attention. People think if I already have memorized all the answers, perfect, very good content I can give, I'll get more marks. No, there is no marks at all. Of course, you cannot randomly speak anything because it's a human evaluated. Person will be sitting. You should speak relevant to the question, but don't have to too much, don't have to be more focused on it. Hope you are getting it. Content is not a priority because content, there is no column in the evaluation criteria. Hope it is clear. So now let's understand a little bit more about grammar. Let's have a look at the sentence. Like I told you, simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence, and tenses, try to use varied number of tenses. Let's say this is a question. Which is the movie that you watched recently and did you like it? Then the student will fold the hands. I recently watched a movie called Prestige and I didn't like it. You will not get any marks. Try to exhibit the knowledge you have. Use this opportunity. Well, it's been a month since I watched this amazing movie called Prestige. Simple sentence. For the precious elements such as screenplay and acting, now the complex sentence started. I loved the movie more than any other movie. It's a complex sentence. Well, I would have loved it even more. Now I'm talking about the future. I would have loved it even more if it was in my language, but unfortunately it was in English. So this is the grammatical range and accuracy where you are trying to tell the examiner that you possess the knowledge with respect to tenses, with respect to grammatical range, accuracy, with respect to simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence. So what if I tell you, I have a template which automatically fills all this. You don't have to use your brain extra. Everything is inside the template. Use the template, learn to use the template. Don't memorize the question. So we'll come to that template very soon. Before that, what I've got for you, some basic set of rules. Try not to give a very descriptive answer. 20 seconds is enough. Don't have to speak for 1 minute, boss. One question, 20 seconds is more than enough. Don't repeat the words, but again, not mandatory. If possible. People, what they think, I should not repeat the words, and they try not to. In doing so, they fumble. Fluency, gone case. Fluency is more important than your lexical resource. Always understand. Try to use 3 sentences in the part 1. I'm going to show you in the template very soon. And in those 3 sentences, use a mix of simple, compound sentence and complex sentence. And try to smile in between with an intention of seeing the examiner as a friend. Don't grin. Show that you're very a positive person and you're open for a conversation. Correct? When you have that thing in your mind, the examiner also, you actually reflect the same thing on examiner. Correct? Alright, so let's see a sample answer. So that's the question. What kind of place is it? Let's say your native place they're talking about. What kind of place is it? A typical person would write like this, would speak like this. My village is considered one of the scenic places in my state. It has a hill. It also has lakes. They're very beautiful. It attracts a lot of tourists and people make some living out of it. Guys, coherence coefficient 0, 6.5 straight away. Fluency is good. Grammar is also 0. All simple sentence. Tenses, there are no varied tenses as well. Pronunciation, fluency, you may get marks. Coherence straight away 0. And coherence cohesion, the coherence or the narration, that's where you get stuck if you speak like this. And trust me, 90% of the people try to speak like this. So now it's time to unveil the template. Use this template. You can blindly trust on us. A lot of our students have used and got 8.5. What is this template? It's not a very straightforward template. I'm going to logically prove why this works. Template. First line should be answer to the point. What kind of place is that? It's a hilly area surrounded by a lot of forests. Answer to the question. Very simple. Question is asked. You answer it. What is your name? My name is Nakul. Question is there. Answer it in the first line. Second line. Paraphrase. This is where your coherence, cohesion, grammar, everything the template involves. How? Just try to start a sentence. Listen to this step very carefully. Try to start a sentence with the subordinate conjunctions. Subordinate conjunctions will actually create a dependency. Since I went to a hotel, I cannot put a full stop. It's a comma. Since I went to a hotel, I was able to meet her. Now this becomes complex sentence and you are paraphrasing it. Pay more attention. A lot of people don't get ideas. What kind of place is this? This is a hilly place. What to say after this? Use the word because. Use the word though. Use the word as, since, although. Just try. Automatically your tongue will be able to, your brain will be able to wire it. Automatically things will fall in place. If you try, this will work. Try. If you have a problem in idea generation, first line I'll speak. After first line, what to speak? I really don't understand. Just use this technique. Start the word because the place is, you will automatically get something and you will end it. That's your second line. It's a one line. It's a complex sentence. And then give a conclusion or add another information. Conclusion is like due to this, hence, therefore, thus, so, henceforth. You can use and use a line, or you can say consequently, in addition, moreover, to add further, anything, but try to make use of this. Automatically your coherence is fixed. Since you already are aware of the template, fluency will be fixed. The template will automatically take care of your grammar. Varied tenses and varied sentence structures. The template will automatically take care. Just trust me, I'm going to show you that. What is left? Everything is done. Pay more attention. So these are the things that I told you that matters. Fluency and coherence. You know the template. Obviously, you'll be fluent. Coherence is the connection. Already connection is there in the template. Lexical resource. This you may not really get a good mark if you don't speak, but don't worry too much about lexical resource. Normal English, the way I'm talking, that's more than enough if you want to score 7 or 8. Grammar template will cover. Pronunciation, try to be clear. Very simple. So let's straight away understand how to apply the template. Okay. Answer to the point, paraphrase it by starting the sentence with the subordinate conjunctions like because, since, as, although, though, while, and give a conclusion or another statement. To conclude, due to this, hence, though, so, or you can say consequently, in addition, as a result, moreover, to add further. Let's check some questions and understand how to apply them. What kind of place is this? My village is considered one of the scenic places in my state. As my village is situated on the hill, it offers some amazing views and the nearby views of the nearby lakes and the picturesque view of the greenery that surrounds it. This attracts a lot of tourists every year, especially during winter. Pay more attention. Fluency, don't worry, you try to practice with this template, fluency will be automatically flowing. Coherence, cohesion, don't even worry because template will automatically give you full marks for that. Template is designed in that way. The next is grammar. Automatically, first sentence is simple, second sentence is complex, third sentence is compound. Automatically, template will give you marks for the grammar. Pronunciation, be more clearer. Lexical resource. Whenever you get a chance, see here, it offers some views, amazing views. Modifiers we call, try to use some modifiers. Don't just use an adjective, add some adverb. Don't just add a noun directly, add an adjective. Nearby lakes, amazing views, view, picturesque views. Here during winter, especially during winter. Try to be more observant. The small things will help you improve your vocabulary scores. As opposed to this, my village is considered one of the scenic places in my state. It has a hill, it also has some lakes. They are beautiful, it attracts a lot of tourists. People make some living out of it. My village is considered one of the scenic places in my state. As my village is situated on the hill, it offers some amazing view of the nearby lakes and a picturesque view of the greenery that surrounds it. This attracts a lot of tourists every year, especially during winter. Perfect full marks you have to get, because as per evaluation, every criteria has been covered here. I bet my life on this. But don't fumble. Don't fumble. Let it flow. Don't worry too much about it. You know the strategy, the answer to the point, and then start a sentence with a subordinate conjunction. Anything you fill, that to some extent should logically make sense. That is enough. Don't worry too much about the content. Let's see another question. Yeah, so not just that, you can use the same sentence as here we said this attracts. In the previous slide, here you're going to say due to this it attracts a lot of tourists. Second question, you can apply this. Hope you are getting it. The previous question we saw this attracts, here due to this it attracts. We're just trying to tune it up. All right, let's see the next question. What's the most important or interesting part of your town or in the village? My town is famous for its historic monolithic hill called Yana. Answer to the point. Now, because as it's a single hill, since it's a single hill stretched for a very great length, whoever sees it will be completely mesmerized, and as a result, as a consequence of it, due to this, the hill, my town attracts a lot of people. Try to follow this approach. Trust me, it's one of the simplified one, and in part 1, if you can speak 20 seconds using this, part 2, you have to speak for 2 minutes. So this 20-25 seconds into 8 times if you divide. Part 1, if you speak for 8 times, cue card is done. That I'm gonna come in the next video. Hope you are getting it. Part 1, you perfectly get the approach. Let's check one more question. What kind of jobs do people in your town do? Occupation of people in my town varies. Answer to the point. As there are plenty of options available, you get to see many people pursuing the job of a doctor, engineer, hotel business, etc. This influences a lot of kids to choose a profession from one of this. Very simple, isn't it? Hope you are getting it. Don't worry too much about content. The moment you worry about content, your fluency drops, because content, there is no marks there. Fluency, use the template, automatically fluency will be fixed, coherence will be fixed, grammar will also be fixed. Pronunciation and lexical resource, little bit work, 100% you should be able to get through with a very good score. I really hope this video helped you. Anytime you need online assistance, you can text us in the WhatsApp or send us a mail. We will be happy to assist you. This is Nakul signing off from Skills IELTS. Thanks for watching this video. Stay there. Very soon I'll be back with the next set of videos. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.